Hello and how are you? My name is Winnie Barawa. Welcome to this channel, and in this class I'm going to focus on the healthcare entrepreneurship environment and factors that can promote healthcare entrepreneurship. If you're new here in this channel, we do lectures, lessons and expert interviews relating to healthcare. So a lot of the lessons you'll find are just talking about healthcare and any related topics. So in this topic, if you've been following, we've been doing a series on healthcare entrepreneurship and we're exploring different areas around it. You can replay on the playlist and get to see the previous lessons where we actually talked about characteristics, challenges, and the benefits of healthcare entrepreneurship. Now, in this class, I want to focus more on understanding the healthcare entrepreneurship environment, that there are certain factors that will be taking place in the environment that are going to favor healthcare workers to start entrepreneurship opportunities, or rather areas that will be happening, or some environmental changes that can happen that can encourage business management or entrepreneurship opportunities in the healthcare industry. So that's why we say healthcare entrepreneurship will involve being able to identify opportunities that one can innovate and improve the healthcare industry. So stick with me as we look at the different factors in the environment in healthcare that can encourage businesses or sometimes can hinder businesses. So it depends on which side you'll be looking at it. So the first aspect that can hinder or promote business in healthcare is the market demand and opportunities generally in healthcare. Like I said, we will do a whole lesson on opportunities for businesses in healthcare. And one of the areas to look at is the market demand. So we are being told that in the growing market demand, there is increased need for healthcare services, especially personalized healthcare services. And one can take advantage of this and come in with personal services, like people are no longer interested in, for example, queuing for healthcare services, so can provide online healthcare consultation services, for example. There's also untapped market niche. For instance, you find that there's some underserved areas within the healthcare industry which has great potential for people to do business in. I was doing some research and there was aspect of telemedicine and artificial intelligence. And someone was actually saying, do you think robots are going to replace nurses, for instance, or do you think robots are going to replace doctors? And but could this be some emerging trends that we can see as untapped market niches that people can venture into as businesses? And then you have the emerging technologies. So with emerging technologies, it's aspect whereby there's some innovative tech innovations that can help provide healthcare solutions. And so with this in mind, we can look at how can you merge technology and provide healthcare services at the same time, but as a business venture. So there are different areas you can look into: market demands and opportunities. You just get to see where is the underserved areas, or which areas have not been tapped or people are not venturing into, and then you provide possible solutions in that. And then we have funding and investment. Now, we had discussed earlier on that when it comes to finance challenges, it's because most people don't have capital availability to start that business and to run the operations of the business. Now, you need to understand that sometimes we could be wondering where to get money, but in reality, there's already money that is available for you to open a healthcare venture. For instance, you can have people who come in as venture capitalists. So in an environment which has availability of venture capitalist opportunities, then it means there's higher chances of people opening businesses. And so you find that investors are in there available to support either at low interest rates, or you find that maybe they're just wanting to give it as grants. So investors are increasingly interested in supporting healthcare startups which have very promising concept. Most of the time, this is about how is your business idea looking like? Can it be scaled? Is it replicable? Can it provide high return on investments? And so you find that the venture capitalists are people who are able to invest into your business, and then based on the agreements of engagement, either they can ask for some equity ownership or some part of your business. Is it 10%, 20%, depending on how you agree. But you can also have government grants, and with government grants, these are various types of programs that can provide financial support for innovators who are in the healthcare initiatives. And you never know, You could be sitting on that idea and someone somewhere will want to grant that or give it a donor fund for you to run such a business. So funding opportunities in the environment can actually be an encouragement for people to start businesses. And then we have the angel investors. These are basically individuals who wish to invest or plunge funding into people who are running businesses, and they see that this business has some impactful vision. So you find that with healthcare entrepreneurs, with all these opportunities running in place, you can have individuals interested in your business and they can invest some funding onto you. And then we have the aspect of supportive regulatory environment. Now, the environment where your business is being set in is very important, more so when it comes to licensures, compliance documents, and even the policy that are supporting businesses in that environment. Let's look at one part, like policies that guide business financing in the healthcare industry. Now, you realize that sometimes it's very capital intensive for you to open a business venture in the healthcare industry, and you may need some loans or you may need some funding to start you up. Now, before you run into opening one, it's always good you understand what are the policies that regulate opening of healthcare businesses. If it's a hospital or a unit that you want to open, what are some of these policies that you need to be aware about? Do you need some hygiene requirements? Do you need some immunization requirements? Like, what are these regulatory parties that need to be part and parcel of? Get to know about that. Then the other bit is compliance frameworks, which are also more like government frameworks that you need to be aware about before you go into that business. So do your research, but we are told business-friendly policies and business-friendly compliance frameworks are known for supporting businesses or supporting innovation of people who wish to start businesses in the healthcare. However, I will always advise, if you're starting any business in the healthcare industry, please try to research on the regulatory environment and the regulatory requirements before you start business. Of course, we have the basic requirements like the business ownership document. Is it like a business certificate? That's basic. But again, depending on the specialty of your business, there'll be more other needed documents that you need to have. Let's say the council license, or you may need if it's a hospital, you need practicing licenses for the workers who are there and all this that comes around. And then you have technology. Like currently, we cannot run away from technology advancements and innovation. So depending also on how technology is advancing, it can either encourage businesses or it can discourage businesses. Actually, we need to appreciate that some businesses run out of market based on the technological advancement. And it's being said that with innovation culture, if you embrace innovation in your business, you will never run out of business. The reason being, you'll always be advancing and adapting to the changes that come around with it. So being advised that as a business owner, always have some innovative culture where you allow stimulation of innovation and advancement in your healthcare entrepreneurship that you're running. If you've heard that people are no longer using old technology and people are running away from the old models of running businesses, also try to practice and advance your business to be aligned with that. Then there's the other part of advanced solutions whereby you need to have technological integrations, like having cutting edge healthcare solutions. You find like people who are in the lab nowadays, machines for analyzing laboratory analysis, it's no longer about a microscope. Some guys have all this high magnifying technology that can allow you to see microorganisms like in 3D, and it's just amazing to see all this advancement. And if your business can incorporate that in healthcare, I mean, why not? Instead of just being stuck in the old microscopy levels and you're not able to visualize all these solutions properly, you can adopt such. And then there's need for proper research and development. Nowadays, businesses are also run with research. You can't stick to the market research that you did 5 years ago and you're using that to run your day-to-day activities. At some moment, you need to adopt into current trends, emerging developments, and be able to bring that innovation into your healthcare enterprise. So this allows clear innovation, cut-edge solutions that actually appreciate the changes, the development, and the new research coming in. Then we have the new culture in market, which is collaboration and partnership. So being told currently you don't compete. Yes, we talk about competitive environment in terms of market, but we are advised that as a business owner, if you can collaborate and partner, well and good. For example, gone are the times whereby if you don't have something in stock, you keep a client there and start telling them, when the stock comes back, I will supply you. No. Nowadays, you partner with fellow business owners. If you need a stock and it's not in your supplier at that time, you can actually partner with a fellow supplier who is in the same industry like you, and you just tell them to supply your clients, and then you can get a cut of the profit. So you don't end up looking like this business person who doesn't have stock but keeps holding their clients without supplies. So nowadays, you partner with your fellow business owners. If you don't have that particular product, send your client to the next supplier who has that product, and you agree with your collaborator how much you're taking from each other, or what is your profit cut. So there's collaboration and partnership now. So environment which are in good terms in terms of collaboration and partnership are said to be more aligned to success than as opposed to aspects whereby there's unhealthy competition and inconsiderate collaborations. So have good strategic alliances, that is partnership with industry leaders who create opportunities for growth and knowledge exchange. Then the other bit is cross-sector collaboration, whereby don't be a traditional partner, like have partnership that promotes innovation and solutions. So have this business model that accommodates partnership and collaboration, not to bring each other down, but to better the solutions in the industry. And then we have also research collaborations whereby like academic institutions in the healthcare, they come together and have this big consortium of research entities, and they run huge research that can bring solutions to the healthcare industry and solutions for the different problems that you've identified together. But again, you have environment that empowers networking and mentorship. So if you're in a healthcare environment that has good mentorship, good networking skills, then most of you are actually destined for success in that particular business. So you're told that networking has good industry connection. Reason being, with networking, you can build strong connections between healthcare entrepreneurs with valuable resources and opportunities. So if you're in these networking cohorts where you meet fellow healthcare entrepreneurs, they bring on board ideas that possibly you never had an idea on, you never thought you could do, and they guide you on how to go around with your business, then you're safer because your brain will always be catalyzed or stimulated to reason around better ways to do that business. Then you have mentorship. So with mentorship, there's guidance and support because you have someone who's done that business before, and they come in as your support system. So in cases where you're stuck, they're able to give you ways on how to go around it, ways on how to manage your business better, to eliminate all these challenges that you feel could bring you down. So mentors basically provide essential guidance. They're able to give you knowledge and experience to navigate complexities that come with the healthcare entrepreneurship. Remember, some of these business areas we are going into, but we have no idea how it runs. And so when you find an environment that has good networking and mentorship availability, take advantage, because it means you'll never run out of ideas, you'll never be stuck. People will always be ready to hold your hand. So a healthcare industry that provides that, then you're good to go. Now, where do you get networking and mentorship in the healthcare? We advise, if you're in the healthcare industry, join associations that support healthcare business owners. For example, in our country, we have the Kenya Private Alliance, where brings together all these private businesses together, and they have cocktail meetings, they have networking meetings, they have mentorship sessions, and you can ask questions, be guided, be motivated when you're stuck, and you're able to get energy to move on. So these are aspects that you can take advantage of. So you can join business alliances, or you can join business associations for more guidance and networking. But again, we have environment that provides overcoming in terms of challenges in the healthcare entrepreneurship. For example, regulatory compliance. Now, you have some systems in different governments that allows you to be updated with the regulatory compliance. So if you've registered your business properly, you followed all the channels as needed, you have gotten all the papers that are required. Some of the systems allows you to be updated on all the requirements at given times. So when you have proper regulatory compliances, it means you are actually a step ahead into dealing with the healthcare challenges. And so you find that you don't have to always find these challenges that keep pulling you back or you don't know what to do. So navigating complex regulatory landscape poses a challenge more so when it comes to entrepreneurs in the healthcare. Remember, healthcare is not a highly ventured area. Even as per now, most people fear venturing there because they fear the compliances that are needed. Now, one way to overcome this is to have the proper compliances document in place. Then the other bit is talent acquisition. So working with professionals who are highly skilled and they have good understanding of the healthcare entrepreneurship. So you find if you're stuck, you rather work with a consultant who understands how healthcare entrepreneurship works so that you don't get stuck. So when you have these areas that support that, where there's talent acquisition and proper alignment with the professionals that can help you deal with healthcare entrepreneurship, then you seem to be good to go. And then there's the aspect of market integration. So market integrations comes with constant market research on the part of the business owner who is in this healthcare entrepreneurship in this case. So you get to study more on the innovation solutions that are existing in the market. You get to understand market development, like what is currently trending or what is currently happening that also you can integrate in your business to keep it afloat. So have good strategic planning, but also have good adaptation strategies, because you may be adopting to each and everything and then it collapses. So you have to project properly. If you're integrating a particular innovation, for how long can it be sustained? Or is it a seasonal stuff that after this season you go back to zero? So you have to check to see how you can overcome these challenges as an entrepreneur. So just to summarize, in this class, we were looking at the environment in healthcare that can either scramble or it can support healthcare business. So we've looked all the way from compliances, we've checked all the way to funding availability, looking at the policies and regulations, all this working together either to support or to actually strain a business. So if you're going into, you can analyze the environment that is ongoing currently and be able to start on somewhere. So that was it for today, guys. So please, like I always say, don't forget to like, to comment, and to share these videos, especially if you have classmates or fellow networks that will require such knowledge. And thank you so much for staying with us all the way to the end. Don't forget to subscribe. Until we meet again, bye bye.